What is up, ladies and gents, or mostly gents? Nully here, and I've got some Battlefield 3 gameplay. I'm going to give some of my first impressions, maybe some tips and tricks along the way, some things I figured out about this game. And I need everybody to keep in mind that I have never played Battlefield except for about 45 minutes of Bad Company 2, so if I say some things that were in the other game that are obvious, I apologize. So first, my impression of this game, it's a lot of fun to play. The graphics are fucking amazing. I mean, the environments are just beautiful, and the fact that they're destructible and you can knock down trees and stuff. You know, the prone is a bit fast, but anyway, I'm getting all over the place. So beautiful game, graphics are amazing, runs pretty smoothly, you know, 30 frames per second is, I guess, as smooth as you can make it. So here, I'm actually planting a mobile spawn point, which I highly recommend that if you're running in a squad, that at least one person uses one of these things, because you can dictate where you or your entire squad spawn, and it comes in really handy, as you'll see in a few minutes. The attack light, you can see I'm using it on this M9 right here. Really useful. I wouldn't recommend it for any of your primary weapons because it just kind of gives away your position and doesn't really have that much of a blinding effect from a distance, but up close I definitely recommend it on your pistol or your secondary, because it does have a blinding effect which can save your life. So you can see with this mobile spawn point comes in handy. I actually switched classes from the sniper, but I'm still able to spawn on that mobile spawn point, which is why I recommend it so much. And I come out with my UMP and get the fucking triple spray. Get shit on. So that's actually a silenced UMP with a holographic sight, or a red dot sight, sorry, and it's pretty OP, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I unlocked this gun at level 16, it was just ridiculous and game over. It was the only thing I used from then on out. So you can see I revive that guy. Defending, it's kind of useful to revive people, but it's definitely useful on the attacking side because it doesn't take up one of your attacking tickets. So for each 2 areas you have to destroy, you get about 100 people that you're allowed to attack with their 100 lives in the bank. And if you revive somebody and they're down like that little symbol above their head, then it doesn't use a ticket. So you can see this is from my secondary with the attack light comes in handy again. It saves my life. I get a 98 point assist, which I think is bullshit, but it saves my life because we kind of blinded each other, so, you know. In a second here, I think I drop shot. Yep, so if you're wondering if you can drop shot, yes, you can. It's really easy because the default layout is pretty much like the tactical layout of Modern Warfare 2, and you prone ridiculously fast. So you can see again a bit of the OP coming out of the UMP here. Anyway, so moving on to the depth of the game, it's a pretty in-depth game. There's a lot of things you can unlock. I think I've played for about 4 or 5 hours now, and I'm level 21-ish, and I've unlocked quite a few things. Some of the things that I find useful versus things I don't. I've already talked about the attack light. Laser sight, useful because it still blinds people at a distance, which is pretty nice, and doesn't really give away your position that much. Silencers on sniper rifles are complete shit. Silencers on other primaries like the UMP, very useful because the amount of time or the distance covered before it takes away from the amount of damage done is pretty significant. It's pretty good distance. Quick scoping, you can see there it's about as quick to quick scoping as you can get. The semi-auto is going to be at least 2 shots unless they're already damaged or you hit them in the head. So it's kind of a spamming of the M21 type quick scoping. Camping, don't see a whole lot of camping in the game, and if they are camping, then what adds to the balance is your teammates are able to spot them. So if somebody shoots somebody, a lot of times it'll make them appear on a mini map. Again, I think I kind of quickscope that guy again right there, and then I know there's a guy over here, and I switched to my pistol on purpose with the light so I can find out where he is and blind him at the same time, so I'm able to go back around and get the kill. Anyway, we're just talking about camping. So you can mark targets for each other, which is pretty nice. If you hit somebody, then a lot of times they'll appear as a yellow triangle on your screen, so you know where the bad guy is. If you're using a sniper rifle and you're camping for a long time on the ballistic scope, it'll actually reflect sunlight off of it, or reflect light off of it, so it kind of gives away your position. So they balanced it pretty well. The grenades, if you get it within like a 5 or 6 foot radius, the damage is really nice on it, but you have to immediately direct impact somebody to kill them. I did use something like a tube, which didn't do a whole lot of damage. It was pretty much like a thumper that was a complete piece of shit. And some of the specialties, I think, or perks pretty much that you can put on, that are pretty nice. So they have like one that's like lightweight, which is pretty much what everybody uses in this game, which makes you run like Usain fucking Bolt. Some of the other ones that I found more interesting was suppressive increase. So there's things called suppressive fire, where if you're shooting at somebody but not killing them or hitting them, it actually causes their screen to blur. So you can put perks on that'll increase the amount of suppressive effect you have on somebody, or decrease the amount of suppressive effect that people have on you if they're shooting at you, which are both pretty nice. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things in this game that add a lot of balance to it and make it a very different feel from Call of Duty. So I'm definitely looking forward to actually getting the game. I'm going to keep playing the beta and try and get more footage for you guys, and see what else I can figure out. But if you found this useful or liked it or want to see more, give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment to let me know what you want to see. And until then, take care, guys.